trying to transition from prison into the society, it was hard. Because the first thing they said, it's going to be hard trying to find a job because nobody going to hire you, this is this. And I'm like, wow. So I was kind of bummed for a minute. It was scary.
I was working for a local insurance restoration company, and I was called out to look at a house that had 22 bullet holes in it, and a little 12-year-old boy was killed in the back room playing Nintendo. I was there the day after the shooting, and when I was talking with the grandpa, there was an 18-year-old boy that knew that the shooting was because of what he had been involved in. And he knew his little cousin was dead because of what he had been involved in. And it was breaking his heart to know he had caused his 12-year-old cousin's death. And so God showed me that young man and said, that's what I want you to do. I want you to come to Saginaw, and I want you to make a difference in that young man's life. And that is how Kingdom Builders started.
My PO knew I liked it, community work. And so one day he asked me about, do I want to do some community work with a guy named Pastor Jim. I met with him. He seemed like he was a real genuine guy. He was nice. And so I asked him, what's the things that he does? And he said, construction. And he said, with bees. And he kind of caught me when he said, with the bees. I said, oh, okay. I can do construction, but I don't know about the bees.
When I interviewed him, he's like, he said, I'm so scared of heights and I'm so scared of bees.
One thing he said, he had some bees on top of the roof, and I'm scared of heights. And so I asked him, I said, so I got to go on top of the roof. He said, well, that's where the bees at. So that day, meeting him that week later, I conquered two of my fears, with bees and also with heights.
Within 3 weeks, he was climbing ladders, and he just loved working inside the honeybee hives.
He gave me a reason to trust him. From there on, we had a great bond. I couldn't wait to go back.
They're raw. They're raw men, and for the most part, they've never been fathered, and that's really what the heart of our ministry is to father these young men, to help them understand how to change their decision-making paradigms, because that's really what's caused them to end up where they were.
Every time, like when I was locked up, my little niece and them be asking about me, my nephew was asking about when is my uncle coming home. And I don't want that no more. You know what I'm saying? I just want the best for them. I don't want them to go through what I went through. It's like it was doing something for a community. And all the trouble that I caused, I wanted to give back to the community.
We're the ministry that takes care of the abandoned men, abandoned houses, and abandoned lots. We do that by we totally restore them. We cut out all the old and plant new trees. We cut out all the old and make a new house. And we cut out all the old and make a new life out of the men. So, yeah.
It's a family. It's a group of men that love on you, that care for you, that will be there and support you, and also will give you spiritual guidance if you need it.
It teaches you how to work, teach you a lot of trades. He also teach you how to be a father figure, you know. You can't ask for better, because growing up, I never had a father in my life.
Pastor Jim was a father to me, a friend, and also he was he'll chastise you when you do wrong, but he do it out of love.
They've learned how to work. They've learned cognitive reasoning. They've learned how to do different things. And that's what's important. Now they can think their way through jobs better. They know how to show up on time. These guys get in trouble with me if they show up late. So that when they do get a job, they can think their way through things. They know how to do things that their boss asks. They know how to keep busy even if their boss is busy. They know to sweep floors. They know to pick things up so we don't trip over them. They know to put things back where they found them from. Just all the different things that maybe our parents taught us. These young men maybe don't have that because they weren't really parented through life. And so we teach them these aspects.
There's a lot of things, skills that he showed me, and I'm like, wow. That's what a father do to a son. And I look at it, he was a father figure to me, and he taught his son how to do these skills so I could pass it on to somebody else.
Help him maintain houses and stuff like that. Cutting wood, like building stuff, measurements, how to put in windows and stuff, painting. I like painting.
I know how to tile a floor. I never knew in my life. He showed me how to tile a floor. I know how to build a frame for a house and how to be respectful and to be on time, because I was a late person, but he taught me how to be on time.
We just teach them just plain work ethics, and we help them rebuild their lives.
He taught me how to save. He opened a checking account for me. And right now, I got enough money to buy my own car.
Pay them $100 a week stipend. It's not a lot, but they actually pay off all of their maybe court debts and fines. We help them get a driver's license, a GED if they need it. We help them get a completely new start so that when they do get a job offer, there's no anchors behind holding them back. Everything is brand new going forward.
You know, he's giving back to the community and plus of other people. And when I went around with him in the neighborhoods, a lot of people knew him. And I was shocked, like, wow, this guy, excuse my friend, this white guy in this black neighborhood, and everybody know him and they love him. That right there made me get closer to him because he's out there with the people and talking to the people. And that kind of stuff I love.
I know the names of all the people, and I talk to him. I talk to him, and I'll ask him, how you doing here? How you doing in your heart? It means a lot to me. How are you doing? And we're going to develop a relationship. It doesn't mean you have to come to our church, but I'm going to know who you are, and I'm going to say hi to you. And if I know it's your birthday, I'll buy you a card.
There's a lot of people respect us. We got some people come through there every day now, honking at us, saying hello to us. People weren't doing that at first. They wondered what we was doing.
The very first street we were on, Ansley Street, it was tough plowing. And then we planted orchards on Birch Street, and the neighbors were a little more acceptable. And then this last year where we moved to Jane Street to plant orchards, there was a man on 15th Street, and he's waving to us. He actually came across the block and talked to us. He said, are you guys going to buy these lots? And we said, well, yeah, we are. And he said, oh, I was so hoping that was you guys. And he gave us both hugs, and he said, welcome to the neighborhood. I'm so excited.
They see the purple and the yellow shirts, and they knew it was us. They see us out there, they stop and talk to us for a minute. So everywhere we went, we represent, you know, in a good way. They
have helped us saw trees down. They have helped us pick garbage up. We do see that success. We do see it, you know, is it small steps? Yeah, it is, but it's always steps forward. And to be so accepted, to have a neighborhood so excited that we are showing up and being there, that's awesome to us, yeah. So where would we be without the Saginaw Community Foundation Community Improvement Initiative? It'd be just me and my wife still. It'd be me mowing lawns with an old beat-up mower. We would not have planted 150 trees. We wouldn't have any young men working with us. I can't afford to pay them when we don't have an income of that nature yet as a ministry.
If I wasn't here, I'd probably be back hanging with the same wrong crowd again. Getting in trouble. Something I don't want to. I don't want to be in trouble no more. I'm getting too old for it. For one, I'm 32 years old. There's a lot of young people out here getting hurt, and I wouldn't want to see nobody else involved in that.
Where would I be? Probably doing nothing. Seriously, because if it wasn't for Kingdom Builders and Pastor Jim and Wendy, probably be sitting back in the mission doing nothing. You know, he gave me a sense of hope.
Our hearts are for the people. That's really what we're about. We're about the people. We're about relationships. That's why we live here, we work here. It's all about building relationships. Christ was relational. And that's what we do.
Pastor Jim didn't have to say, I want these guys that's the world shut apart, but they gave me a chance, and I said I wasn't going to let them down. You know, I'm still here today. You know, I got stung 1,000 times. I'm still here. So I'm here, man. So I'm a proven fact that if you put your mind to it, you can do it. If you believe that in yourself, that all these odds against you, and you fight for it, and you believe that you can go through it, you can do it. And I'm a witness to it right now.